And so then the wife is like, no, you can't come see this thing because we got something else going on. Hey y'all, and welcome to Hot Chocolate Chat. Today I'm drinking a hot chocolate from Starbucks. It's cold outside. It's not even going to get above 40 degrees, and we're going to talk about calendars. So how do y'all organize your life? Do you use like an iCalendar on your phone, or do you use like analog, like handwritten calendar? And if you were asking me, the answer is yes, because I use both a digital calendar and an analog calendar. An analog is just a fancy way of saying handwritten calendar. I just use paper and pen, that kind of calendar. And a lot of people are using bullet journaling to do their calendar stuff. I don't use my bullet journal that way. My bullet journal is more of just like a journal. I have a handwritten calendar that has like it's like a week at a glance, and it's got the hours of the day. But I put almost all of that info in my iCalendar on my phone. And I have like half a dozen different calendars in my iCalendar on my phone. I have one that's just like my realty work stuff. And then I have one for my wing mom stuff because I run a nonprofit called Air Force Wing Moms. And then I have one that's personal, that's just like what me and Marvin are doing. And then I have one for family, like for our family events, like we're having a dinner on Sunday. And then I have one for medical, and that's going to track all of our appointments like that. And then I have one for the new house. And each one has a different color, and almost all of them are shared with Marvin except for the realty work calendar. Because I don't need to clutter our shared calendars with the realty stuff, because it really doesn't affect Marvin that much. Although Marvin is my contractor, he picks up my signs, he puts out my signs, he drops off paperwork for me sometimes. So the reason this came up is because tonight we were supposed to go look at something with Carrie and Gavin, and the guy that made the appointment didn't check the calendar. And so then the wife is like, no, you can't come see this thing because we got something else going on. And that got me to thinking, well, if you had a shared calendar like me and Marvin do, then you could just check the iCalendar and it's there. You both can see it. And then we met with Brad and Kate and Tina from church, and we were talking about the corner theater stuff, and we're going to be put on that calendar. Because that way, like if we're on the calendar together, we know like, oh, the theater is booked or reserved that night. So, if somebody's interested in reserving it, it's not available. But you won't know unless you have some sort of shared calendar. And that's why I still do the paper calendar, but that's why I rely a lot on my iCalendar. And I say iCalendar because I have an iPhone, and that's what it's called. Whatever it's called on your thing, like maybe you use Google calendars. It's just something that works for us. So if you are a busy couple like we are and have a lot of different things going on, maybe using an iCalendar will help. That's what I want to talk about today. And I want you to comment me back and let me know, what kind of calendar do you use and how does it work? If you want to follow me on Snapchat, it's sideofawesome. And on Instagram and YouTube, it's Our Gray House. But just don't follow me in real life, though, because that's creepy. P.S. I was filming inside of Target today, and people was looking at me like I was weird. But I'm still doing it.